This is simple cooking, healthy meals. I want you to have the same stuff that I do. Eggs and pasta. I'm gonna tell you what's in my pantry. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna go get at the grocery store, and we can make 5 meals out of that. That's pretty damn good. Hi guys, so since we are close to Miami, I decided to make the one dish that I always order at Cuban restaurants, enchilado de camarones, which is a Creole style shrimp stew. I'm gonna be making it with a side of wild rice. You can also do white rice or brown rice if you have it. And then also I'm gonna be doing my very favorite side dish, maduros, which is sweet plantains. This is all pretty easy to make. It's fairly straightforward. Just follow along and let's get to it. So the very first thing you want to do is get the rice going, because that can take about 45 minutes depending on the kind of rice you're making. I usually do 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. And then next you'll need 2 pans, one for the plantains and the other for the sauce. So for the plantains you want to use oil that is kind of neutral tasting, like canola oil. And you want kind of a good amount. We're frying them. Not healthy, but they're delicious. And then for the sauce, you want to start off with olive oil, the huge, for the garlic and the onions. And let's start with the onion. You don't need quite so much, can use about half of this. Let's chop this onion into cubes. So what you want to do here, this is a pretty big onion. So cut this in half, but don't go all the way to the end. And then cut strips here. And then we go this way. And then it falls into little cubes. And then you want to add the onions. Okay, the onions are going. Let's cut the peppers. Bell peppers, you want to cut out this white inside stuff. And then I mean, you could do strips. I'm going to cut them into cubes. Okay, and then last up, we're gonna cut up the plantains. So what you wanna make sure with plantains is that they look disgusting. They're very black and very ripe, very soft. And that's gonna make the perfect sweet plantain. If it's still yellow, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be as sweet and soft as it should be. You wanna kind of cut a strip on the top here. And peel it and kind of get it out of its peel. And then you want to cut it diagonally, like this. So about 1/2 inch thick. Okay, and then the last thing we want to do is the herbs. So we've got cilantro and parsley here. Once you've added the onions and the garlic, you can add some of the spices in, like salt, pepper, cumin, paprika. All right, once the oil is feeling pretty hot, we can add the plantains. Now don't just plop them in. You don't want to burn yourself. You want to kind of lay them in here. Meanwhile, over in sauce world, we've got the onions and the garlic going with all these spices. Once the onions, when you can see that they're looking a shiny, kind of glass-like, then it's time to add the wine. Let the alcohol burn off. Ooh, let's check the plantains. Ooh, looking good. Get that color. They're caramelizing, so they should be pretty dark. Let's add the peppers. So pretty with all the colors. All right, the wine is pretty much evaporated, the alcohol. So let's add the tomato sauce. Add the bay leaf. Okay, get a plate ready with a paper towel for the plantains. Time for the shrimp. I took the tails off. It's up to you how much shrimp you want. You could add more if you wanted to. And then basically let this cook until the shrimp are done. I'd say about 5 to 6 minutes. Just check and see Once they're pink and not kind of grayish translucent, they should be good to go. Don't let them cook too long. If you want to make it a little bit spicy, add some crushed red peppers or chili powder, whatever you have. And then to top it off, we're gonna add the herbs. So parsley, cilantro, or if you could just do parsley or just cilantro, whatever you happen to have. I'm doing both. So the shrimp is done. It's tasting good. If you think it needs a little more salt, pepper, just add to it as you like. You can also add a little bit of lime if you wanted to, a little bit of lime juice. So since we're using canned tomatoes, if you feel like it's got a little bit of that sour taste, like it's just too tangy from the tomatoes, you can add 2 little teaspoons of sugar and that'll kind of take the edge off. All right, I would say we are done. Let's plate it.